Hello, and how the devil are you all? Um, I want to do one of these talks for a while now. Just, something that grinds my gears, something I want to put out. When I've been on the realm of the supernatural with my friend Lee, we've talked about some of this, not in depth. So really, I've wanted to maybe a 15-20 minute talk on this subject, which tonight I want to do just basic on the so-called spirit world and where you go when you leave this physical reality. So I'm definitely going to do some more videos on different talks and different topics. But I know when I've done some live shows with Lee, some of my listeners have asked a few questions about this topic I'm going to talk about tonight. So I'm going to keep it basic, really basic, and try to give some answers. But please, don't take my word for what I say. Please do your research, have a look, check it out. Don't take my word for it. Since I've been a very, very young child, I have been connected with people on the other side of the realms. On most of my life, I've had interaction with these spirit people, and they are physical, very physical to me. When I was young, when I was maybe 6, 7, 8 years old, I remember them trying to pull the blankets off me in bed, pull the blankets off me, and I felt their presence. I also felt their breath, physical breath on my neck. So, but I have had some good experience as well, not just them, and I think they want to get my attention, and I have seen many spirit come into the atmosphere, and I've seen them full on. I've seen my dad, who's been in the spirit world now for 30 years, and I saw my dad like I'm looking at any living person. And he was the age of about 21. He looked like a hippie in the 70s with long hair and everything. But he looked amazing. But my dad's been gone from this realm for about 30 years now. So there is no death. It's a lie. Whatever links you go on, or what religion tells you, you move on. As I grew up with spirit. I've seen many things. And one of my heroes from the beginning was a lady called Doris Stokes. And I read many of her books. And I was hooked. Absolutely hooked. And from then I just started to research. Things started to happen to me again. And it has gone from there. So for the past 40 years, I have learnt so much, but I'm only scratching the surface. I'm not advanced. I'm not a clever person at all. I'm not at all. But I do know the basic truths, and I won't be misled from them. I also like to say as well the thanks I want to give. One of the thanks I want to give is to the Aetherius Society. Even though I am not a member, I'm a friend, I would like to say that this is one of the most important societies on the earth today. Don't take my word for it. But I have been listening for many years now, the lectures from Sir George King, the Master George King. And this man, well, he's blew me away, absolutely, with his truth. And I've been learning stuff from this society, and God bless these people. Even though I don't believe in God, I believe in source. I think God's a man-made name. If you spell God and spell it backwards, it's dog. Well, church and it's dogma. Church and the vicar and his dog collar. So no, I don't believe in God as one person in the sky with the book and, no, I believe in source, where you come from, where we all come from. So, that belief I've got there. I also want to make a great, I think when he watches this, he'll know, also a great thank you to my great friend, Leslie Baker. If it wasn't for this man, again, I think karmically, I think we was both meant to meet, and him put me back on the right course, because at that time I was just mass. I was just going the wrong way until he came along and put me on the right course. And then from then on, things have happened. And again, also to my friend Lee, we do the podcast for the realm of the supernatural. And Lee, again, is completely different, but he's a lovely man. And, he's got some great ideas. And I think the show is growing now. And I do enjoy, I think that also the listeners do say that, they enjoy our banter together because we're so opposite. So, yeah. So I just want to have a basic talk on the spirit world. I've seen spirit come in the atmosphere. I've gone into houses before. I've seen them come in and I've seen them go out. I've had a few shocks. I've had a few pushes and pulls when they came in, but I've backed off. They are physical. If you can learn anything from this tonight, please, 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 when you leave here, you will go into a next physical body. It is the law of metaphysics. It's everything. You must understand that when you go home, I call it the Shire, because you are part of a soul group. You will go home and you will see your mother or your father or your sisters, your uncles, your aunts, and they are all there. It's as part of a soul group. I call it the Shire, where you go back home. You'll go there for a while, you'll learn some more bits and bobs, and you'll come back down here, the basic physical. You will learn some more lessons here, then you will go back to the Shire again. And then it goes on and on and on and on until eventually you are able to advance and maybe become a great adept and move on. Again, I can't prove any of this to you, but please do your research. Look at this. It's fantastic. Logic says if a entity comes into the atmosphere, it can open doors. His weight creaks the floorboards. He can throw things at you. He can tug you and pull you. That says he has a physical presence. He has physical weight. The aura around you now is physical. Call it what you want. I call it the auric, your counterpart, your astral body, your etheric body. Doesn't matter. It is your counterpart, exact replica of you. And it's around you now. And it is physical. And when you leave this basic physical realm, you will go into your auric or etheric or astral body, into the next realm. It is physical. And there you will go to a place of waiting and obviously meet up with your loved ones, and hopefully you will make leaps and bounds and carry on. Not all the time, depends on your situation, but your mind creates your surroundings. So if you think there's a devil over there waiting for you, he will be waiting there for you. It is your mind that creates these obstacles. I'm not religious, and and everybody else bless. It's your path will lead you eventually to source. Doesn't matter which winding road you take, but you will get there in the end. So sometimes your religion can put that obstacle in front of you, and you will have to go through it, not around it. You'll have to go through it. So anyway, let's look at the realms. Again, this is amazing. It's fantastic. It's, you know, you look at it, you think, well, no, this realm here is the basic physical. Man should, my opinion, nobody else, just my opinion. Man was never meant to fall this low into this lowest of the lowest vibration realm. I believe personally that this realm was only meant for plants, minerals and animals. I don't believe it was meant to fall this low for humans, for man itself. But you have this basic physical. The next realm, which you know you go into, is at night when you go to sleep. You will go into the astral realms. There you can, well, meet your loved ones, talk to your guides, have a play about, just chill out, because the physical body here needs sleep. You don't need sleep, so you'll be bored. You get bored. This body here needs sleep. It does need sleep. It needs recharging. Its batteries to recharge. It needs sleep. You, the entity inside this robot, because you are the controlling your entity inside the robot, you don't need sleep. So you are in the astral realms while this body here is sleeping, recharging. So by the way, when you're in the astral realms, the vibration there, you're still connected to a cord, either through the third eye or through the solar plexus. You're still connected to the cord. So that, obviously, I believe also that sends energy to this body. So it's a great recharge, fantastic recharge. So anyway, the next realm is called mental realms. And then again, there was lower mental realms and higher mental realms. Again, I believe all these are classrooms. The planet you're on now is a classroom, and you are here to learn and to learn lessons through karma or whatever. You have the mental realms next, which is the lower mental realms or the higher mental realms. The next ones will be the intuitive realms, and the next one above them are the spiritual realms. These are places of learning. Most likely you've heard about the halls of learning, the schools over there. As above, so below. I'm not going to, because obviously Lee will be saying, hang on, he's going to mention the low astral realms. Yes, I will. Because again, you learn again with classrooms in the higher realms. You have classrooms in the lower realms to perform black magic. Yes, absolutely. The other two realms I'm not going to go into. The sixth one is the monadic realm and the divine realm. They're not really muchly inhabited due